We are hopping on the 100 days in Minecraft trend, but for my video, I thought it'd be fun to play at night, so we're gonna be playing 100 nights in Minecraft. Now, for those of you that know me, you know that I don't really care too much for getting every single achievement in the game or beating the Ender Dragon, so I'm just gonna have fun and build some cute stuff. Over on this little dirt island, I made a magic nighttime button, and once I pressed it, it was time to begin. So night one in a brand new Minecraft world kind of started out as usual. I gathered some wood, I made a crafting table, I got a pick, and I mined some coal because I quickly realized that light would be a very important thing to have since I'm playing at night and there's gonna be a lot of monsters. Speaking of monsters, I encountered my first spider, murdered it by the way, and then I used my torches to light up the entire area that I wanted to live in. I also realized that I was getting kind of hungry and I didn't have any food yet, so I punched some fish. As you can see on night 2, I was very excited because I found a pink sheep just randomly in the forest. Since I just started, I didn't have anything to keep him safe, so I pushed him in a hole. On night 3, I decided to make a poopy little dirt house to temporarily keep me safe while I was still gathering materials and stuff. Once I finished building it though, a creeper decided to say hi. I was not amused. But I fixed the small hole, and then I went out and I found a bigger hole, and I mined some iron. On night 4, I smelted the iron that I found and I made some shears. I used those shears to get some wool for my brand new pink sheep, I made a bed, and then I went to sleep to save my respawn point. On night 5, I freed some llamas from their captor and I took their leads as my prize. I started a small wheat farm in the area across from where I wanted to live later on. I fought off some smelly mobs, built a little poopy dirt bridge so I could get to my farm, and then I went to go get some wood, and I died. While on my way to go back to retrieve my items, I accidentally picked up some sheep remains. I quickly realized what it was, cried a little on the inside, and I gave it a proper burial. Once I made it back to my items, I was rudely interrupted by some spiders. I tried to tower up, but I died again. I somehow managed to run back and get my items, but I was chased home by 2 baby zombies. On night 7, I gathered a bunch of wood, and then on night 8, I made a pen for some cows because I figured I should probably start getting some food. While I went out to go get a cow, I fought a creeper, and then I was shot by a skeleton. It was unfortunate, but hey, I got the cow in the end, so it's okay. On the 9th night, I just wanted to get rid of the rain, so I sacrificed a night of progress for some clear weather. On night 10, I somehow managed to find a village in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, so I ran into a house. For some reason, I opened the door to fight them, and that almost killed me. Instead of fighting through the door, I used my big brain and I started to attack them behind the fence instead. Once I beat off an army of zombies, I looted the village and then I brought home another cow. On night 11, I cut down some trees to get some saplings, that way I could start a mini tree farm around my base. I stared into an enderman's soul and I made him angry for literally no reason because he didn't drop an ender pearl. And then I took some wheat and I bred my cows. Night 12 was when I started to level out the land for my future house, and then on night 13, I went looking for some iron. On the next night, I used the iron to make a full set of iron armor, which I was very excited about. Then I upgraded all of my tools, and I used my new tools to get some food. On night 15, I tamed a dog to protect me while I ventured out to collect more wood for my house. I did this for the next few nights all the way to night 19. On night 20, I found another village that actually had some decent loot. And then from nights 21 to 27, I built my house. This build is pretty basic. I just made a lot of 6x6 boxes and smushed them all together, but the back part is extended a bit so I could have more space on the inside. I designed this house to have an upstairs and a downstairs area that had plenty of room for a bedroom, a gaming area, a living room, a crafting area, a kitchen, a mine, a small porch, and as you can see, I mainly used oak and spruce wood because that's what was around me. This house came out so cute and I was really proud of myself because this was the first time I didn't look up inspiration for anything. Recording this video was so relaxing and so fun for me because I just got to create whatever came to my brain first. You can tell that this house is a little reminiscent of my previous builds just because this is the way that I normally build, but it's definitely a little bit different than anything I've ever built before. At least I think so. The roof on this house is definitely a little interesting. It's not the best because I use a lot of full blocks, so I was lazy. I didn't want to use slabs or stairs that much. From the inside, the roof looks a little weird, but I promise from the outside it looks really cute. Over the next 2 nights, I added a balcony for my bedroom, and then I got some sand to make some windows. I usually always use white glass with my builds because of the texture pack that I use, but this time I used vanilla, and I felt like the clear glass looked better. I made some fences and added them to the sides of the stairs going down to the first floor. I added some more fences up on the balcony, and then of course on the main wall of the living room, I made a star window. On nights 30 to 32, I started a mine in my house. I made a little base area at level 11 with some chests and furnaces, and then I strip mined for a while. I found some redstone, I found some gold, but I was really trying to find diamonds, and right when I was about to stop, I randomly found them under some coal. As you can see, I was very excited. Since I had my house all built up, I used nights 33 and 34 to transfer all of my items outside from my dirt house to the inside of my brand new house. I organized all of my chests, and then I finally removed the dirt house. Again, since I had my home built up, on night 35, I decided to give my pink sheep a proper place to stay. Once I brought him into his new little pendant area, I used his wool and I made another pink bed. The next night, I went looking for some more diamonds, that way I can make a diamond pick and get some obsidian for an enchantment table. Then when I went outside to gather some sugarcane, I was greeted by a trident to my face. Do you see? Do you see all of this? On my brand new house too. The disrespect. On night 37, I was able to make my enchantment table. On night 38, I decided to add some detail to the outside of my house. I basically just added a bunch of shutters to all my windows, but I think it looks pretty cute. Then on nights 39 and 40, I farmed sugarcane so I could make paper for books. On the next night, I thought it'd be fun to go flower picking so I could decorate my house with them. And then I found a fox. I chased it for a while, and then I realized it didn't want to be my friend. On night 42, I made a couple of bookshelves for my enchantment area, and then I heard a skeleton somewhere. I didn't know where he was, but when I went outside, I found a sneaky little butt on my roof. On nights 43 and 44, I added some lanterns around my house, and then I started to build a structure around my nighttime button. I actually finished it on night 43, but the next night I looked at it and I decided I didn't like it, so I changed it. Over the next few nights, nights 45 to 48 to be exact, I built a bridge connecting my house to the farming area that I created earlier. I decided I wanted to make this area totally different, so I removed all of the crops. I built a little awning thing over the crop area as, I thought it looked cute. Once my little awning structure thing was done, I decided to plant my crops in a more organized way. On night 49, I thought it would be fun to build an enchanting tower next to my house because I realized I didn't really like the way that the bookshelves and everything looked in my house. I worked on the exterior of this build for a while, and then I finished building a bridge connecting my house to the enchanting tower on night 52. I even added some floating lanterns above the bridge because it reminded me of Tangled. On nights 53 to 55, I took the time to fill in the empty space in front of my house. For a while, I didn't really know what to do with this spot, but I decided to make a pond. While I was adding some grass around my pond, I was rudely interrupted by some phantoms trying to murder me. So I went to sleep and then I continued. I thought it would be cute if I grew some big mushrooms on the sides of my house, and then I obviously added a ton of flowers to my pond. Look how pretty this is! The next night, I connected my builds with some paths, and then I moved all of my enchantment items to the top of the new tower. It looks beautiful. On night 57, I added a potion room to the bottom floor of my tower that I think looks really cute. And then right out in front of my house, I decided to build a fishing dock. The fishing dock was completed the next night, which was the 58th night. Now the next 2 nights were pretty wild. I had a party with some parrots and pigs. No, I'm just kidding. From nights 59 to 64, I took a break from building and I decided to go fishing. Yes, I literally went fishing for that long. Now night 65 was an event. It was the opposite of relaxing. I took the fish that I caught and I brought it to the village because I wanted to tame a cat, except every time I almost got the cat, I was interrupted by something trying to kill me. First it was a zombie, then it was phantoms. So I ran into a house like a little baby, and Iron Golem decided to help me murder the zombies, which was pretty nice. Next, there was a creeper, a skeleton, another creeper that brought me close to death, and then I saw lightning strike the ground right before my eyes. The cat that I wanted eventually went into the water, so I spam clicked it with fish before it could run away. I claimed the cat, it was now mine, so I went home. Night 66 was definitely less stressful. I traded an emerald for some lily pads because I thought they would look cute in my pond, and well, they did. They did look cute. On the next night, I thought it was finally time to build my cows a barn. It's not a big barn, it's little, but it's cute and I like it. Once the build was done, I lured the cows into their new home with some wheat. On night 68 and 69, I decided to build a doghouse in the spot where my cows were. I built a small structure for some dogs and I surrounded it by a fence, and you can't see it in these clips right now, but I even added some water bowls and some carpet for blankets. On night 70, I went out and I tamed 3 more dogs so that the first one I got earlier could have some more friends and they could all hang out together in the new doghouse that I built. While I was on my way home with the new dogs, they helped defend me against the zombies. And then when I brought them to their new spot, I gave them all black collars. I think they look pretty cool. Now nights 71 to 89 were all spent underground in the mines. I found a dungeon that had some pretty poopy loot in it, but later I found a mine shaft, and after battling like 1,000 poisonous spiders, I stole all the rails I could find, and then I found a chest that had diamonds in it. With the resources I found, I made a small rail system to get to and from my mine easier from my house. Is it a bit slow going up? Yes, but it works. Now nights 90 to 95 were really fun for me because I got to decorate my house. I made a kitchen, a really cute hallway area. I decorated my bedroom, obviously created a gaming room with a computer. I made a small living room, and I even made a bed for my cat. Once I was done decorating the inside of my house, on nights 96 to 100, I spent my time outside terraforming and planting trees. I added flowers to my flower boxes, created more paths, made a cute campfire area, added some little rocks around my paths for some added detail, and then I finished everything up with a bunch of bone meal. And then at the end of night 100, I decided to celebrate the completion of my 100 nights in Minecraft by making myself a cake. Okay, well here is night 1 in a brand new Minecraft world, and here is night 100. For the rest of this video, I'm gonna go ahead and let a bunch of clips play to showcase the progress that I've made in 100 days. I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I had a lot of fun playing and making it. If you want to see more videos like this from me, then make sure to let me know that in the comments. Also, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new, please consider subscribing because this video took me like 4 days to put together. It was a long process, but it was a fun process. But yeah, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!